Chapter 5: Fresh and Saline Water. We live on the Earth, which is also called the blue planet, because it contains about 71% of water. The water is found in oceans, seas, rivers, and lakes. Ocean and sea water is saline or salty. Saline water is not suitable for drinking. However, a large number of marine organisms live in the saline waters of the seas. Many of these sea creatures are edible as seafood. Salt is separated from sea water in the coastal regions. Seas and oceans, even though their waters are not fit for drinking, help in interconnecting the continents navigational. Most of the salt is sodium chloride or the common table salt that we eat. Waterways transport a huge quantity of goods like minerals, crude oil, etc. Oceans also help in regulate extreme temperatures. They are the main source of water vapors that cause rain. The seas are also the ultimate destination for most river flowing on land. Water cycle: the sun's heat causes evaporation of water vapor. When the water vapor cools down, it condenses and forms clouds. From there it may fall on the land or sea in the form of rain, snow or sleet. The process by which water continually changes its form and circulates between oceans, atmosphere and land is known as the water cycle. The water cycle has no beginning or end. It is driven by two forces. These are: 1. Heat from the sun, which evaporates water. 2. The gravitational pull of the earth, which brings the water vapor back to the earth as precipitation and moves it in the streams and underground flow. Distribution of major water bodies: very vast and deep water bodies surrounding the land are called oceans. Deep below all these water bodies is a solid floor. Pacific Ocean. Together with other seas, the Pacific Ocean covers about 1/3 of the Earth's surface. It exceeds the total land area of the world in size. It is roughly triangular in shape. There are many deep basins which have an average depth of about 74,000 meters. Marina Beach on the western side of Pacific Ocean is the deepest point on the Earth. The Pacific Ocean is bounded on west by the continents of Asia and America, on the south by Antarctica, and on the north through Bering Sea it joins the Arctic Ocean. The Pacific Ocean is the deepest of all oceans. The Atlantic Ocean. The Atlantic Ocean is the world's second largest ocean. It is named after the Atlas Mountains in the northwest Africa. It includes the Gulf of Mexico, the Caribbean, Mediterranean and the North and Baltic Seas. The Atlantic Ocean was formed within the past 175 million years as continents drifted apart. New Zealand and the British Isles are islands formed by unflooded parts of the continental shelves of this ocean. The average depth of the oceans is 3,330 meters. It provides about 1/3 of the world's fish and fish catch. The Indian Ocean. The Indian Ocean is completely bounded on the north by Asia. It is smaller than the Atlantic Ocean. It does not open out northwards into the Arctic Ocean. In contrast to the Pacific Ocean and Atlantic Ocean, the floor of the Indian Ocean has very few irregularities. The only exception is the Sunda Trench, which is towards the south of Java Island in Indonesia and runs parallel to it. The Indian Ocean on the west is bounded by Africa, on the east by Indonesia. Most of the islands in the Indian Ocean are actually detached parts of the continent. Since early times, the Arabs, Indians and Chinese trading ships have sailed across the ocean. European trade increased after the Portuguese explorer Vasco da Gama discovered the sea route around Africa to India. Indian Ocean is spread over an area of 73,481 square kilometers. It has the greatest depth of 8,047 meters. Ocean named after a country. Arctic Ocean. The Arctic Ocean is the world's smallest ocean. It is surrounded by northern Europe, Asia, and North America. About 2 to 3 meters thick icebergs covers much of the ocean throughout the year. Many rivers flow into the Arctic Ocean. So, it has fewer salt contents than most other oceans. Ocean currents are streams of water flowing constantly on the ocean surface in definite directions. The ocean currents may be warm or cold. The ocean current influences the temperature conditions of the area. Why oceans are important? The oceans are very useful for us. They help us in many ways. Some of them are as under. They are a storehouse of minerals and various chemicals. They are the main source of moisture in the atmosphere and precipitation in general. They are the main source of fishes and other edible marine life. The shortage of drinking water can be solved by treating the ocean water. The ocean currents modify the climate of coastal areas. The bulk of common salt is supplied by the oceans. Tsunamis occur due to the earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, or underwater landslides. As tsunami waves enter shallow waters to rise to several meters, the vegetable and habitation at the coasts are struck with a devastating force. The force of a tsunami washes away even large rocks, ships, boats, houses, and other buildings. People get killed or injured in the process. Sometimes the ocean floor gets exposed. However, getting a report from the weather forecast department, but tsunami waves do not give sufficient time to save humans, animals or properties of any kind. Immediate warning of potentially tsunami waves can be provided with the help of satellite technology and coastal tidal gauges. Some precautions after getting a tsunami warning. We should safely evacuate elevated area moving in a calm orderly manner. Carry your disaster supplies kits and your pets with you when re-entering building or homes. Carefully water for the damage that may have been done by tsunami water. Watch out for wild animals, especially snakes poke through the debris before entering. Case study: the Indian Ocean tsunami of 2004. On December 26, 2004, a devastating tsunami occurred in the Indian Ocean. It released the same energy as equivalent to 23,000 Hiroshima-type atomic bombs. A violent movement of the Earth's tectonic plates sent powerful shock waves in all directions. The death toll was not less than 160,000 people within a day. Millions of people become homeless. People were snatched out to sea, others got in their homes or on the beaches. 1/3 of the tsunami victims were children. People were crushed when the sea waves hurled them against structures. This tsunami traveled nearly 5,000 kilometers to Africa, affecting as more as 11 countries. Before the arrival of the killer waves, some places witnessed a rapidly receding ocean. The floor was exposed. Curious visitors ran onto the exposed floor. The first waves of the tsunami may not be the most dangerous ones. Wave trains come as surges with a frequency that may range from 5 minutes to an hour. The cycle comprises repeated advance, vent and retreat. Many people lost their lives as they went down to the beach after the first wave had receded. A wave of sympathy, support and assistance for the people affected by tsunami swept across the world.